A lot of people misunderstand this whole idea of manifestation is automatic because the moment you say that, people go straight to results. So, if manifestation is automatic, that means if I want a house, the house should appear. And in a sense, yeah, that's not wrong, but it's also not the real meaning of it. Because manifestation being automatic goes deeper than that. It's not just about the outcomes, it's also about the process that's always happening underneath everything. Let me explain. Everything in life, I mean, everything you can see, touch, feel is energy. That's the base layer of reality. But now, energy moves, it never just stays still. And that movement creates what we call vibration. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel has a vibration, meaning that every thought you think, every emotion you feel carries a certain tone, a certain movement. And that vibration, when it's consistent enough, becomes a frequency. That's the speed or the rhythm of your overall state. And now that frequency attracts resonance, which just means that things, people, and situations that match that same tone start to align with you. And that's the actual process of manifestation: energy, vibration, frequency, resonance, and that's your reality. And here's where the automatic part comes in. This whole chain is always running. Like, you don't turn it on when you want something or turn it off when you don't. It's always active because your consciousness is always active. So even when you're not trying to manifest, you are manifesting. So now here's where most people miss it. Manifestation doesn't just happen on the level of results, like money appearing, or the house showing up, or the opportunity falling into your lap. No, manifestation happens moment by moment in your awareness, through how you interpret things, how you perceive reality, and how you respond to what's already in front of you. Not just the physical results you can see, not just the form that shows up, but the relationship you have with reality itself, the frequency you live from before anything appears. Because think about it, two people can be in the same situation, facing the same reality, but their inner experience is completely different. One person feels powerless and defeated. The other one sees it as a lesson or even an opening for something new. And as you can see, that simple shift in perception, that's manifestation. It's the mind and energy rearranging themselves into a new vibration, which then starts to attract and create new patterns and new outcomes over time. So even when you're reacting, even when you're interpreting, even when you are just being, you are manifesting automatically. Your state of being is always setting the tone for what resonates with you next. Okay, if you are still confused, let me make it even more practical. Say two people both lose their jobs. One of them spirals into fear and tell themselves, I'm unlucky. Nothing ever works out for me. And blah, 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 right? But the other person feels the pain as well at first, but then pauses and says, okay, maybe life is redirecting me to something better. You see, same event, but completely different frequencies. And because their frequencies are different, what shows up next for each of them will also be different. That's manifestation, not just in result, but in how each person automatically aligns their inner state and perception to the moment. We could take another example. Money, for example, right? You might notice that when you feel abundant, when you feel open and safe, little bits of money starts to show up almost out of the blue. Like, you go to the shop and something you usually pay $50 for is suddenly now $25. Boom, a bonus. That's $25 now you got to save. Or there's a refund you were supposed to get, you already forgotten about, but all of a sudden the money just comes through your account. Or someone pays you back money you didn't expect. Opportunities you didn't plan for start to appear, like a side gig, a bonus, a small expected gift. It's like things are just meeting you. But when you are in scarcity mode, when you are tense and counting every penny, even the money that comes in feels like it disappears faster. Why? Well, it's because you are automatically manifesting from your frequency. One is from your overflow, the other one is of lack. You see the difference? So, yes, manifestation is automatic, but not because you are sitting there forcing things to appear. It's automatic because your energy, your vibration, and your frequency are always broadcasting who you are being. And life can only respond to that. And when you really understand that, you stop thinking manifestation is something you do. You realize that manifestation is something that's always happening through you. So instead of focusing so much on how do I make things to appear, you start focusing on what frequency am I living from right now. Because whether it's the way you think about money, whether it's how you interpret a challenge, or the way you choose to respond to life, all of it is manifestation. It's not just about what you get, it's about how you become. And that's why manifestation is automatic, because it's happening every single moment you are aware, every single moment you are feeling, thinking, and being. And when you finally get that, you stop chasing outcomes because you realize that your job is to choose your preferred states, and the outcomes, they just follow. Thank you so much for watching this video today. My name is Darlene. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this one. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.